Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Monday, and hope you had a fun weekend. I did. Uh, so, today we're talking about the importance of few things that you need to do so that mornings go smoothly. You don't want, excuse me, geez, you don't want, is that better? You don't want, no, I still sound like a frog. Excuse me. You don't want the chaos of the morning because what happens is you already set your day up for stress and failure. You're leaving upset. Your kids are going to school upset. Everybody is anxious because you've had a terrible morning. You're yelling, you're screaming, they're stressed, we're rushing, all kinds of things. So, there are a few things I want to talk to you about now that you can put into place today. And if morning's already off and running, there are also things you can put in place tomorrow, but things for today to make your mornings run smoother. Okay. So let's get started with this. Number one, and I hope you're taking notes. Everything you can do the night before, do. Now, what's important about this is everything you do or needs to be done for the morning, like making lunches, making sure book bags are packed and ready to go, are those things solely your responsibility? No. In fact, your children should be taking part of this. Even little kids can help make their lunch. Little kids can help pack their bags. So start giving them the responsibility of taking care of this. Your children become responsible by giving them responsibility. So let's get them taking care of what they need to get together for the next day. And here are some examples of what they need to do. If there is a lunch to be made, you can make it the night before. If there is a backpack to be put together, papers in, whatever, things signed, whatever needs to be done, that can also be done the night before. Clothes picked out for the morning, clothes and shoes can be done the night before. And if they're little and you don't want to just open the drawer and say, pick something out, pick out 2 outfits and have them choose from those 2 things, 2 pairs of shoes, have them choose. Have them put them somewhere in their somewhere in their special place that they know to put it right on. So it, and it doesn't really even matter if it's on some random chair or a desk or even a certain spot on the floor. Does that matter? Let them pick so they know where it is. It's a good idea not to encourage the floor because then you're kind of allowing clothes on the floor and you want the floor picked up. But keep in mind that you will give them the power of taking responsibility for their stuff. Okay. So now here you start the next morning. You got lunches made, you got clothes picked out, you got backpacks packed. So now the next morning is concentrated on what we need to do, our morning routine. And you should absolutely have a morning routine. Why? It makes the morning go smoother. It gives kids independence. Again, it helps them be responsible for what they need to do in the morning. So it increases responsibility for them. It encourages confidence because they don't have to ask you. They don't have to say, okay, should I get dressed now? Do I need to brush my teeth? They know because they wake up, they go potty, they get dressed, they brush their teeth, whatever order you have that morning routine in. And they already get a chance to master it. Will they master it the first day? No, remember to give them the time to master it. So don't just expect the world to change in a day or two. Give them a chance to master the skill. Don't give up and say, oh, well, that morning routine didn't work. Didn't work yesterday, didn't work today. Consistency is key. Give them a chance to learn and remember. And also in the morning routine is also, you got your book bag together, you made your lunch. So now we have to remember that that lunch goes into the book bag. Maybe a water bottle goes into the book bag. Maybe those are things that didn't get finished the night before. And I highly recommend, unless you're adverse to kids walking around your house with shoes, I highly recommend that you encourage them to put their shoes on when they get dressed. So as soon as they get dressed, their shoes are on them, because shoes tend to be a sticking point when we're trying to get out the door. We're rushing. You didn't get your shoes on. Get your shoes on. I'll help you. And it winds up being a sticking point for leaving. And then you're rushing again. You got all this done, but you're rushing to get shoes on. Why aren't you getting your shoes on? It's an issue. So make it a non-issue by being proactive and having them get those shoes on when they get dressed. And if you have an upstairs and downstairs, get stuff done upstairs before they come downstairs for breakfast. For instance, brushing teeth. I know it's great to brush teeth after we eat. So you can resolve this by one or two ways. So if they're already down and they're eating breakfast, they haven't brushed teeth yet, maybe their toothbrush and toothpaste, or there could be an extra set, stay in the downstairs bathroom. Or they brush their teeth before they come down, and in the bathroom, they rinse their mouth and spit out a few times to get rid of loose food particles, so that they're not having to go up and down and there's a chance of getting off schedule. And if you start that morning routine an hour before they have to leave, they get things done. There's no rushing around. And maybe as a bonus, you can have some playtime with your children, which will mean the world to them. And you can play together, have some special bonding time before they go off to school and you go off to work. It is so important, and it's a great incentive for them to stay on task and move things along and not dawdle. And to remind them the night before, have them pick out a game you can play for tomorrow at playtime. And then they go to bed with things being resolved, and they go to bed knowing that tomorrow morning when they get all this done, you'll have playtime. Okay? So get stuff done the night before that you can get together and let your children help. Create a morning routine. Also, let your children help create that morning routine. Post the morning routine in more than one place. You can post in their bedroom, the bathroom, you can post in the kitchen, so everyone can see. And if you have little kids that can't read, use pictures. Make time for playtime by starting the morning routine an hour before you have to leave. That gives an half hour for getting stuff done, eating breakfast, and 20 minutes or so for play. Put their shoes on when they get dressed. And if you do all this, you'll be getting out the door much happier, less struggles, less racing around, less stress, and you'll start your day happy. So will your kids, and it will make all the difference in the world. So hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Start doing the prepare the night before tonight, and set up a routine with your children. If you don't have one set up that you're consistent with, step by step by step every day with your kids, set it up together and post it so that they start getting on track and start mastering that routine tomorrow morning. All right, guys. I wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. Really is the best medicine. And I want to remind you that the masterclass is this Thursday night at 8:00 on budgeting and demolishing that debt with Kim Baker. Invaluable information. Don't miss it. I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye, everyone.